Hi everybody, it's Allegra's daughter 1122. I just came by to do a collective card pull on the feminine and masculine energies for fire signs. Whoever that you're dealing with, how does he or she feel about the connection? I like to thank y'all for stopping by. Thank you for your subscriptions, your likes, and your shares. Also, I am still gonna do the special this weekend. You go to my website, Allegra's daughter 1122, and scroll all the way down, click subscribe, put in your information. It'll send me an email, and I'm doing free 10-minute card pulls for anyone who would like for me to do a reading for them. So, with that being said, thank you again for stopping by. I appreciate you guys for taking the time out to check my channel out. So this is what I did, okay? On the left side, I already pre-shuffled the cards, laid them out, take away some of the time. And the only message that I could get for fire signs and how does he or she feel is time of reflecting, releasing, receiving. Can't fill cups if your cup is full from past traumas, hurt, victimization of your mind. Okay, so with that being said, on the left side is the feminine energy. On the right side is the masculine energy. And in the middle is the overall energy of the connection of both of you guys' energy, or how you feel feel about the relationship altogether. Okay, so the feminine energy, we have individuality, we have focus, and the angel gemstone was the titanium rainbow, which is multifaceted. Okay, so for the feminine energy, we have focus and individuality. Okay, and what I get from this is this feminine energy is kind of focused on herself right now. Like she hasn't lost, you know, she hasn't like lost sight of the connection or what the other person means to her, what the masculine means to her. Um, but what she's doing is getting back to who she is. Also, there's a red bird in this picture, so some of you guys might be seeing red birds around. Might be your spirit animal. But individuality is, to me, what I get from this is self love. She's learning what it is to be her again. It's not about bringing up past parts of her and piecing the pieces of her back together. It's her finding her all over again. It's like the birth of a child. It's like learning how to walk all over again. She hasn't lost focus of the connection, but her focus is on her goals, what it is that she wants to do, what it is that's going to make her happy, regardless of whether or not she's going to be in the connection or in a commitment with the masculine energy. She's right now focused on herself, because there's a lot of different multifaceted is basically it's a lot of dynamics and layers to the relationship, and she knows that. So what she's trying to do is she's trying to work her way through why she stayed in the connection so long. Even when the connection got toxic, she remained there, and she's trying to go back, through her past, and it's kind of like rehashing and opening up something, an old wound, digging at a scab, you know, because you got to get down to the bottom of it and see what the root of the issue is that makes you stay in certain connections when it's time to separate yourself. And over here on the masculine side, we have self-worth and listening. The gemstone, we got calcite, which is busy times multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during these busy times and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. So the masculine is kind of mirroring the feminine energy because we both have individuality and self worth, which is basically the same thing. So the masculine and the feminine are both mirroring each other. And look, they both have this red, but they're both kind of mirroring each other and loving on themselves. See, she has a heart. So the masculine is learning what it is to love himself. He's understanding that certain things within the connection it wasn't healthy. Some masculines did step outside the relationship as well as some feminines did. So now the masculine is also reflecting back and seeing why he stepped out, understanding what it is to love himself, because that's not love. When you step out and you deal with different people like that, it has to be something that you're lacking or you're missing on the inside. And this is what the masculine is starting to understand now. He's going back and, even from childhood, and some things from childhood, not adolescence, that nature versus nurture turn us into certain people. We allow our environment to turn us into something that we never were before. So this is what the masculine is dealing with. And he's listening to his intuition because he's going through a lot of masculines are kind of going through a little spiritual awakening. So he's getting enlightenment on certain things about the connection. He's staying busy. He's staying busy with work. I don't get a feeling that a lot of masculines are like, out, entertaining other feminine energies or even out with, their homeboys or their people like that. I feel like the masculine is like really on the grind, just like the feminine is. They're both focused right now. But the masculine is trying to stay a little bit busy because, um, he's having lustful thoughts. So some of those lustful thoughts is what's making him stay a little extra busy because he's not trying to tap into any type of extra sexual activity right now because he's trying to stay focused on what it is that he needs to do to heal himself. The overall energy between the two connections or the relationship or situationship is letting go and honesty. We also got the yellow jasper as the angel oracle. The gemstone was control issues. Utilize your God-given strength and power instead of fearing others may try to control you. I get this from both sides. I don't feel like it's just the feminine that feels this way or the masculine feels this way. It's both about both of them having to release the ego and understand that there are certain people have certain expectations when you get into a relationship. So it's like before they even come back into a relationship, you have to understand that everybody has their own view about what a relationship is. And some people, will, okay, prime example. If you're going out somewhere and you're gonna be a little late, you're going out with your people and you don't text your significant other and let them know, and this happened multiple times, and then they say, well, maybe you need to do put a little tracking thing on your phone, or maybe certain things like that, and you're like, well, why you got to do that for? Or how about you start texting me every hour on the hour and let me know what's going on? And then the other person is gonna feel like the person's trying to control them, and it's not that the person's trying to control you. It's that you gave them certain reasons to feel a certain type of way, and then you think it's control, but it's just you know they want to know what's going on so they don't feel a certain type of way. So it's setting boundaries and talking about what it is that the other one wants. And with the honesty, I think both parties are being honest with themselves about what it is that they did within the connection to cause it to be toxic or to cause the separation between the two of you. We also have the citrine, unnecessary worry. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing solutions. So both parties are worrying about the connection. They're worrying about what the other person's doing, if they're talking to somebody else, if so much time has passed by, so maybe the other person's moved on. Spirit said there's no need to worry because what's going to be is going to be. Continue doing what you're doing, working on yourself, loving on yourself, growing, evolving, because that's what this whole connection is supposed to teach you. Fire signs. If this is a person that you are wanting to connect back with, let's see what Spirit says. If everybody does what they're supposed to do, spirits, and maintain focus on themselves and healing, what would be the outcome of this connection, spirits? What would be the outcome, spirits? What would be the outcome of the connection? Strength and cycle. I feel like with this, we have a new moon. We have a moon. I think it's a full moon coming up the end of July. And with this moon, this is going to put a lot of stuff in action. I'm not saying that you will be back with this person when the new moon comes in, but there will be some type of communication that's going to come through, and y'all are going to have a discussion about what it is that you want to do. The moon also reveals things. People are going to reveal their true feelings on the connection and where they want to take the connection. That's what the strength is there for, because this is going to be a real heartfelt, deep discussion on a whole like spiritual level, because a lot of people are evolving right about now. People are awakening very, very quickly right now. The masculines are now, a lot of masculines are awakening pretty quickly right now. So if any of you guys are worrying about a connection, just know the other person is doing exactly what you're doing. They're they're focused on themselves. They're healing themselves. They're setting goals. They're accomplishing goals. They're moving. They're not stagnant, but they are thinking about you. They're thinking about the connection, and they're letting go certain parts of them that they know caused the demise of the relationship. And this is for my fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. For anyone who would like to know how he or she feels and what is going on with the connection. I hope this resonated for you guys. Thank you for stopping by. Again, go to my website, Allegua's Daughter 1122. Free 10-minute card pulls all weekend long. Thank you guys. Bye.